Okay. So silent epidemic is raging in our community today. And it's something that we only talk about in whispers, in private messages on Facebook or on Twitter. If you scroll down your Facebook timeline, you would see mga dating hada, dating booking, friends who are suddenly gone and would only resurface in posts asking for prayers, asking for help to support their hospital, to pay for their hospital bills. Until you see that dreaded final posts coming from their friends, family members, telling everyone that your friend has already died out of things that you don't understand. To be cremated and the interment is on this or that date. Young gays, bisexuals, or trans people who are otherwise healthy, all dead due to meningitis, pneumonia, tuberculosis, or diarrhea, and other diseases that can be cured or treated. We cannot even breathe fully, properly, because we are too afraid to mention the virus that led to their death, HIV. A few years ago, the global HIV community announced that we are near the end of AIDS. The medical solution to the AIDS epidemic is in our hands. And it's true. We have all the guidelines, all the algorithms we need to make HIV testing the only way to determine one's HIV status more accessible to people who actually need testing. We have an impressive array of HIV medicines, ones that can effectively prevent the reproduction of the virus to ensure that people living with HIV would live long, productive lives and prevent them from infecting others. There's growing evidence in support of PrEP, or pre-exposure prophylaxis. The drug or the treatment regimen that when taken daily, or in some studies, 4 times a week, can prevent HIV infection. Yet it is a development that I myself, an HIV advocate, a gay activist, cannot fully own. And it's because people I know are still dying, falling like flies. They're dying in silence, swallowed by fear. What's the use of the end of AIDS if people I know, people I love, are dead or dying? Now that fear lurks in our own closets, and it comes in many names. Guilt, because we are told repeatedly that our sexual behavior is a sin. Shame, because many still see HIV as a gay disease. And ironically, pride, because we'd rather be buried in silence rather than face the possibility of being HIV positive. The medical solution to AIDS is here, but it's for naught because we cannot fight this epidemic under this oppressive silence. To fight back, we need to dismantle our own fears, harness our muted grief and outrage, our pride, to act and to fight back. There are forces bigger than fear, and as members of the LGBT community, we are very much well acquainted with these forces, our love of life, our sense of humanity, that swelling of pride and indignation the moment we discover that our love is as valid as other forms of love. The courage that we carried in our soul to survive years of bullying and to fight back is the kind of courage that we need in order to realize that knowing our HIV status now is much, much better than being in denial that we might have been exposed to the virus. If we have survived years of bullying and are able to stand up, perhaps you can survive our fears of getting tested and knowing our HIV status. Every day we get vilified by those who believe that we are a joke, and yet we learn to walk proud by denying bigots the power to define and diminish us. It is the same sense of pride that we need to correct stigmatizing attitudes displayed by health workers, by politicians, by those who deny us access to condoms and other health services. As a community, we understand the change-making power, the change-making combination of love, pride, and indignation. We may be survivors, we may be resilient, but we need to tap into that power, to be angry and to tell the government that stigma and discrimination kill. And this status quo that we're facing now is unacceptable. Fighting bigotry is in our veins. So why are we allowing AIDS to kill us? What is the point of pride if AIDS will only kill us in silence? We need to fight back, and because we are bigger than AIDS.